Bearcats. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bears will put total leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Cincinnati's offense will get the football first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
I love the offense coming out, being aggressive on the first play of the game. They're trying to take momentum right away, but the defense was waiting, and they were ready, and they get the interception. You can't start a ball game better than the way the defense just did there.
I'm about to say, the defense loves that they came out like that, too. Like, expecting the pass, played the pass, made the first big play in this ball game, the very first play of the game.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
To the air, it's Robertson. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wilson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bears with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
They'll try to get it in with the run. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He's going for the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Baylor! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll leave it with the lone back. He's past the 30, and he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He'll keep it himself.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Let's go! He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to throw, it's Robertson. On the run, still looking. Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fights off a defender. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for space. It's Pryor. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hit yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Now on 3rd down after that run. Looking to throw at Sorsby. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The Bearcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Bearcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the ground with the back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. And the Bears in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
He's got it on the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The Bears will have it 1st and 10.
He does a really good job with that mesh point. The mesh point is when he sticks it in the running back's belly. When he pulls it, he gets downhill quick to chew up some quick yards.
There he goes. Makes it past the marker. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Got his man to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
But when you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, 1st down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. On the ground, it's Pryor. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Floyer. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Makes the grab. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. To the air, it's Sorsby. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. He had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Finds his tight end. At the 45 on his way. Wide open spaces. He's at the and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bears!
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give to the lone running back. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Looking to pass. It's Sorsby. He'll pull it down and run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The Bearcats will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got a man. It's Wilson. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Quarterback on the keeper. Running to Green. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
That's caught. It's Washington. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on second down. Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Robertson. Got his man quickly. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They call it a coffin quarter kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Using his legs, it's Pryor. And I think they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's the handoff. And they didn't pick up any extra room to operate, but they at least got it back to the original line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They go to the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Bearcats will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Touchdown, Baylor! Special teams proving to be special. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Arizona State is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up 14 over Houston. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And now on second down for this offense. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Grabbed in the middle, it's Allen. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down, got to use their time wisely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Warrior. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. With the catch, it's Allen. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. You don't have to make things complicated. You see zone, you throw the hitch, you pick up some positive yardage.
Yes, Reese, that's easy when my guy's really fast and quick. Those guys in the slot, get it to them after the catch is their specialty, can make some magic happen.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. A strike downfield. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the home of Bearcats football since 1902.
Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Cameron.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away. You're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
The Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls it in. It's Cameron. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll run play action. Quickly out to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation and what play to dial up.
Wide open downfield. Touchdown Bears! And the route is on.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Coming out with it, it's Anderson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Scanning the field, it's Sorsby. Makes the grab down the middle. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Bearcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll take it himself. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here? Turning it on! Gets it past the marker. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Bearcats pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him. The defense finally came up with a play.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a
throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. It is good!
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And when you're on...
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the Bears line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And some room to work. Man, he was going to get his jaw jacked. He got down just in time.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the ground, he's got it again.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll go to the ground. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down. conversions like that, they've got it at the 25. And the Bears back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Trying play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Baylor! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many...
He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab deep. Turning on the Jets. The 10. Touchdown, Bearcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Cincinnati, 17.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They give it to him again. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Finds a little space. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Punt is on its way. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
Snags it on the right. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. Got it behind the line. It's Pryor. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
And the Bearcats are threatening in the red zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. Give to the running back. Runs through the tackle. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the back. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
That's caught. It's Wilson. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. The Bears are marching down the field. Finds his man. It's Cameron. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down. The handoff keep working on that clock. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Bears really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Bears decide to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback.
42 Spider.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quick completion on the out route. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll leave it with him. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Bearcats are in the hurry up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Catch in the middle, it's Pryor. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. To the air, it's Sorsby. Quickly to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
They'll try the run. Creates a little space. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Pryor. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Fakes the grab on the left. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Offense at an empty set. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week, and that's what we've seen from